All right, so we're just waiting for Samantha to jump on camera, and then we're going to get started. And if you don't know who Samantha is, I'll do a quick introduction while we're waiting for her to jump on. So Samantha Cavazos, she runs a successful team within Supreme Lending. Her brand is the Lady Lender. And she has, I think I said, yeah, over 9,000 followers on Instagram. If you were at the sales rally, not this past sales rally, but it was the year before, I was actually on stage with Samantha. It was funny. It was Candace, myself, and Samantha, and we were all talking about different things, and Samantha was on there talking about Instagram and how she used it for her business, and it's just blown up since then. So thanks, Susan, for the shout out. So what we want to do is have Samantha share a couple of things. Meg, I don't know why I see you on the screen here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have Samantha I'm gonna kind of do like a little interview with her about successful tips and things, and then we're gonna leave it open for Q&A at the end. And Samantha, are you there?
Yes, I'm actually getting in the car right now.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm just sharing the address of where we're going. So not even 30 seconds. And thank you guys for being patient with me.
No, thank you.
Okay.
The lady lender has business to do. We can
Oh
respect
yeah.
that.
Meetings, trainings.
That's great.
Yeah, definitely a blessing. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm going to turn the camera on right now and we can go ahead and get started.
Perfect. I already did an introduction or a little background about you, Samantha,
Yes.
while you weren't on. I let everybody know that about 2 years ago, you were on the sales rally stage with myself and Candace, and you talked about Instagram. Do you know about 2 years ago how many followers?
Yes. My gosh, I don't remember. I mean, it definitely wasn't as much as this, but I still had a decent amount even when I went on to what was it? Was that
I think it was the one in
uh
Miami.
yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. But so you have over 9,000 followers now, and you're not on video yet. I think you're coming. There
Yeah,
you go.
here I
Woohoo!
am.
There she is.
Yay, we did it.
Awesome. So you have over 9,000 followers now on Instagram. That's just
Right.
amazing.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
So I
Appreciate it.
wanted to just ask you a little bit, why Instagram? Just maybe tell your story, how, you kind of came up with your brand and why you thought Instagram might be a good place for you to build your brand. Maybe just give a little background on that if that's cool.
So it's not just Instagram. It kind of started off with Instagram. But I use all the platforms that are available to us. I feel like it's free marketing, so why not, utilize it? I use Instagram, which is more probably the most social media that I use. And then I use TikTok and I use Facebook. And I basically, when I started originating, I kind of thought, like, what is something that will help me stand out? All of us are mortgage lenders. What's going to help me stand out amongst my competitors? And so I created this brand called the Lady Lender brand. And I just it's like my alter ego. I just have fun with it. So, I think of things that clients are asking me on a daily basis. And, I create videos and content regarding these topics so that if there's a realtor or maybe, a client that has the same scenario, I can go after these types of leads. But not only that, I feel like it makes me just a resource for realtors that have these other types of scenarios. They see that I'm super helpful and I make these informative videos. And so it leads to, business.
Okay. And how often are you posting videos on the platforms?
So I really don't have like set days. My goal is to try to post every single day. So I don't have like set schedules, but when I do my content, if I can knock out 4 videos at one time, like I typically will try to do 4 at once. And I'll
Okay.
think about just kind of like right now I'm going pretty hard on the bank statement loan. just because like I feel like Angel Oak personally has been extremely helpful. I really love my account executive, but like these are programs that can be conversation starters to realtors. You know, they don't realize that bank statement loans exist. And so like once they see that I do a really good job on the bank statement loan, they start sending all their other loans to me.
Okay. And so that's the question I get a lot from loan officers is how do I figure out what content to post? And, you know, I'm not good at reading scripts and I sound
Mhm.
too robotic. And are you using scripts right now or are you just
No.
going off the cuff?
It's very hard at first, I will say. Like it is challenging at first to put yourself in front of a camera. You know, when I first started, I would record myself over and over again. And now with my team, you know, they're in the same predicament. I'm not comfortable behind the camera, but to me, it's all excuses at the end of the day, right? No one cares. You're doing these videos to be informative. No one cares what you look like. You are your biggest critic. And so I always tell my team, I'm like, just do it, just post it. And so we have content day once a month where I'll hire a videographer to come to the branch and everybody gets essentially a free video and I pay for that video for my team. And the crazy thing is that these videographers, which I'm sure all of the loan officers that are on this could easily find a videographer, you know, in their area. And like this videographer is literally just doing sentence by sentence and he's chopping it to where you couldn't even know that these loan officers aren't just talking all at once. But the more you do it, just like being a loan officer, the better you get at it. So you just have to start and just do it. And then eventually it'll just become second nature. I do it like as if I'm talking to a client now.
Right. And I noticed on your Instagram, because I follow you, of course, but
Mhm.
you're not just talking about business, right? Like I think I saw you like, hey, let's get ready for work, and you're doing your
Yeah.
makeup and you're posting pictures of yourself just with images in a suit. And so talk about the importance of, you know, business, but also personal, because a lot of people are
Mhm.
afraid to share personal. And then, you know, on Facebook especially, they're like, I have a personal account, but I don't have a business account and I don't want to tie them together. You know,
Right.
what's your thoughts on that?
I think for me, I mean, it's whatever works best for you. I personally have had success with doing both, like, you know, doing a combination of personal and business. I think it's like more, bless you, babe. I think it's more relatable. I think like being yourself, like, I don't want people just to think like it's just work, work, work. You know, there's other things and other areas that I can connect with people. Like, for instance, being a mom, you know, I can connect with other female realtors, and whether you're a mom or a dad, but you can connect with other realtors in like a parenting aspect. Or, you know, my husband and I, we love working out. So, you know, connecting with others that work out. But I think it's just not boring. Like, if it's just constantly about work, like your page could be quote unquote boring. But
Yeah.
like, I try to incorporate, you know, I love fashion, I love makeup, things like that. Now, if you're not into those things, that's totally fine, but find something that you are into so that you are just more relatable.
Okay. And is there anything you're doing like that you're saying or on your posts where maybe you're getting more followers? Is it just content or are you saying like follow for more or share this or
Not
how are you
necessarily.
gauging such a high follower count, do you think?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I think the hashtagging really helps. Like, I try to think of like, you know, TikTok is the new thing, right? So I try to think of like when we're on TikTok, right? Think of like what you're searching up, like whether it be like easy recipes, right? And then I try to hashtag those types of hashtags. So for instance, like if I was on TikTok and I'm, you know, moving to Texas, I would search move to Texas, right? So
Okay.
I'm trying to use those hashtags so that when somebody is searching up like down payment assistance or Houston real estate, like they are able to locate my video easily.
Yep.
And I think also too, what helps me is like I always kind of start my video like, hey guys, it's Lady Linder. So it's like kind of the same thing over and over, and people know it becomes a brand.
Yep.
And then also what I do is every so often we'll do giveaways. And with these giveaways, you know, we'll like for Christmas, my husband and I did a giveaway, and it doesn't have to be like your partner obviously doesn't have to be in real estate, but I think also as a loan officer, like collaborating with a realtor, that might not want to go $500 in on a present, let's just say hypothetically, and go 250, but you're not necessarily making it mortgage related. So you're still following like guidelines. Like we don't even put anything that has to do with mortgage, real estate, or anything. We're just simply doing a giveaway to give back to our community. So for Christmas, you know, we did a PS5, and my husband and I was like, PS5, it had nothing to do with work. And we said, reshare our post. So we got how many shares? We got like over 200 shares, and that, like, everyone's going to go crazy over PS5. You know, we're getting followers. And so we tell them, you know, share, follow, and repost on your story. So you're in tag 3 people. So you're basically, with them resharing your post, you're driving more traffic to your page.
That's awesome.
And it's free marketing. Yeah, you're having to buy the PS5, but what is it to you to do this giveaway when your one deal will just pay for itself?
That is that's such a good idea. And so are you, when you're just doing off the cuff, are you professionally editing all of your videos? Are you editing any of them? Are you putting captions on them? Kind of take us through the process when you
Not
have a moment and you're
necessarily.
inspired. Like, take us through Lady Lender's process.
So I do have my content day where I'll hire someone professionally, just because obviously the editing does take some time and I am busy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I always use a videographer. If you guys go to my page _Lender on Instagram, you'll actually see some of me like in my kitchen. And I bought all of the products, and I have my Amazon link on my bio of my Instagram. You can go grab some of the stuff that I bought, but I have a tripod, a light, a microphone, and I will just literally go on there. Some of them are in my Airbnb, because sometimes I'm, you know, in the area and I'll work from the Airbnb. But like some of these videos, I'll even put like a green screen. So I go and put like, you know, a green screen, and I'm literally standing in my dining room and I'll put like a closing disclosure in the background. Obviously I'll have everything, you know, cleared out, you know, to where you can't see their confidential information, but it might be a borrower that just got like an amazing deal. And I'll be like, hey, everyone, this borrower just came to the table with $200 because it's down payment assistance. And I hashtag down payment assistance, and people will start resharing these because realtors want to try to gauge their audience, and they use my videos to gauge clients on their page. So if I'm like inspired at the moment and I want to just quickly get like content out there, I'll just do it at my house. But I do set time to have a videographer there, because those are like more professional. They do get edited. He will put captions. He'll do everything for me. And then I'll just overload. Like I'll do 4 to 6 videos in one day. And then I just kind of have content there. So it's a variety of different, you know, techniques that I do.
Okay. And then are you getting leads? Like you're actually getting leads from Facebook and Instagram and closing
100%.
Okay.
I probably have met like probably 80% of my business is actually from social media. Even like realtors that I have established a relationship with is through social media. Some of these people I've never met. And it's literally just from me being consistent, putting out the videos, not overthinking it. Yeah, I get, I mean, Facebook, I get business from Facebook, I get business from TikTok and Instagram.
Amazing. So I don't want to be the one only asking the questions, and I know you're super busy. So I was gonna have anybody that's on the call, yeah, that wants to do a Q&A. If you could post your questions in the chat, or if you want to unmute and ask your question, we want to give everybody an opportunity. So so we have a question from Bill. For individuals that are starting off and just using our phone for filming, suggestion of what to use to get the best bang for your buck: a tripod, backdrop, etc., or apps for editing and such?
That's a good question. I wouldn't worry too much about the backdrop. I mean, have like a nice wall. My husband made in our office, I have like a neon Lady Lender sign. You can see it on my Instagram. I use that as a backdrop, but like I said, you can even do a green screen. The apps that I would use is it's InShot, right, babe? InShot. That helps you like cut the video. So like if you make a mistake, keep going. You don't have to restart over. And on InShot, you can actually cut the videos and you can like delete sections of the video. So like, let's just say I'm shooting now. I'm like, guys want to learn more about products and I mess up. I'll say it again. I don't restart. Hey guys, want to learn about our products? And then while I'm editing on InShot, I can actually delete that,
Yep.
split it. I can basically split the video to where I can delete that part that I messed up. And it flows. I would start off with definitely a microphone. I see a lot of like loan officers and realtors actually do videos and they're not using like a microphone. Even if you got like that little one where you're holding it, it's hard to hear and you want to be loud. So I would start off with like the little mic. You can grab it off my Instagram page. I think it's like $30. And then I would start with like a little ring light because the lighting when you have the ring light on it's a lot better.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you can get like a wireless or a wired like a lavalier thing that just goes on your collar and
and you can even get one for your phone where you attach it to the top. I have that, but I would say InShot for sure. And then if you just go to like that app store or whatever phone you have, and just type in like subtitles, there's so many apps where it'll actually pick up what you're saying and it'll type the subtitles. Now go through it to make sure that it's actually, because sometimes it makes errors, but it'll for the most part actually generate the subtitles for you. And can you think of any other apps?
I use CapCut. Yeah, I use CapCut.
CapCut's a good one.
Yeah, you could do a free version and you could put your captions on there and it'll pick up what you're saying automatically and it'll have the colors.
Exactly.
Yep. That's awesome.
And like honestly, a lot of the stuff that I learned is you can teach yourself off TikTok. TikTok's like 60-second videos. Just put how to edit videos.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing with TikTok that I found and like I wanted to get your thoughts on it is it's a different generation, right? So like I'm older, so I started on Facebook. I live on Facebook. I've gotten into Instagram, but I have more followers on Facebook. So I feel like you have to learn one and kind of be really good at it, right? To move on. So you don't want to start Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like establish something that you go on yourself personally that you're familiar with. And for me, TikTok is like kind of quirky, quick, funny, right? You can't really do like a 3-minute video about down payment assistance, or do you? Or are they just short kind of quick?
I mean, I try to do super short. Like if it's 3 minutes, that's super boring. I would do super short, super quick to the point. You don't want to say everything either. Like if you start, like I don't go in there and I'm like, it's called T-Shack. Like I want them to call me. So I don't give too much information out there. I keep it very short and very simple. I would say something along the lines like, want to know how to come to the table with little cash to close? There are programs out there. You don't necessarily have to be a first-time home buyer that can help you achieve home ownership. Reach out to me, call me. I'd love to help you. And then like on captions, I would put like, email me, samantha.cossos@supremelending.com. And then that way you're not giving out too much information, because if you say T-Shack, they can just call any other lender that offers that same program. So a lot of things that I say is actually Supreme Lending offers. So it makes it look like only Supreme Lending offers these specific products so that they call me.
Such a good idea. Any other questions? Chris Moody, I know you have to have a question. I see you like you're just taking it all in. So do you have a question for Samantha?
I am taking it all in, but yes, I do have a question. How often do you post?
I try to post every day. So
every day. Okay.
And it like this morning, I just have fun with it, honestly. This morning I posted, I'm looking for help for like data entry. So I jumped on all of my employees, by the way, I've met on Instagram. So nice. I just get on there and I kind of let these followers go through the journey of me becoming a branch manager, and they have fun with it. Like they'll congratulate me. So this morning I'm like, hey, I'm still looking for that position, need someone for data entry. And then the next post is like my husband and I joking. So like I just try to it doesn't even necessarily have to be work related. Like try to tag your business partners too. Like if you're having lunch or if you're at a closing or you're sharing like, a picture of the house, tag that business partner every single time so that now it pops up on their page.
That's a good idea.
I like that. Perfect. And do you
That-
use like save? I need to look at your profile. But do you use like saved stories? For like educational stuff.
Yes.
Or do you
Yes.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I have little like, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but I guess we know what we're talking about.
I'll find
But
it
the
Yeah.
for
little,
you. Yeah.
yeah, the circles at the top. Yes. And like I label it. Like one of them will be, which I can talk about that too, like Lady Linder's Christmas party, Bustos wedding when I got married, traveling, highlights. They're called highlights.
Nice.
Highlights,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Um,
Highlights.
So yeah, and like one will be like educational or informative videos. Yes, I do that. And then another thing that I do too that goes along with the social media is I throw a Christmas party every single year. And I throw happy
Nice.
hours like maybe every 4 or 5, like it's sporadic, but I try to throw happy hours. And at these happy hours, I do the whole Lady Linder brand. And so when people go to these happy hours or they go to my Christmas party, they're tagging Lady Linder. And then guess what? All of their realtor friends are seeing that they're having this jolly fun time. Now they want to come to this party. So then all I'm doing
So
is
for the
just
people
marketing.
that don't know, when you say tag, what do you mean?
Where are you going? I sent you the address of where we're meeting this girl. Sorry
See,
about
this
that.
is
What
a
were you
good
saying?
Instagram post. That's okay. No,
Yes.
so you were saying, so someone that doesn't know social media that well, and you say I tag, what does that mean? Is that the hashtag you're talking about, or are you tagging
No,
them?
it's just tagging my page. It's just at
Okay,
Lady Linder.
got it. Okay, so you're tagging the page. Do you need to get an address or something and take a second, or are you okay?
Yeah, let me just text this
Yeah.
girl that we're late.
If you wanna jump on mute for a sec too, I can I'll talk a little bit more. I wanted to talk about
I'll
really
be
quick.
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. There was a
Yeah,
new
you can talk while I deal with this.
Okay, perfect. There's a new tech that we recently rolled out as well called Video Catalyst. And it's not going to be for someone maybe that's like brand new at trying this, but it's through Social Coach, and there's a cost to it. But when you break down the number of video edits divided by the cost, it equates to what you'd probably spend on someone editing your videos. So Video Catalyst, they give you 8 scripts a month. They'll edit your scripts and then they'll auto post to your social media channels for you. And that is through Social Coach. So if you wanted some more information just to see what it's about, that is in Tech Hub, so you can check that out. But it might be a way for someone that like is kind of doing video and has the camera maybe and just is okay and feeling comfortable, but they don't know what to say and they don't know how to edit and they don't know how to post. So if anybody has any other questions, if you want to put them in the chat, that would be awesome. And so again, hopefully everybody on the call
All right, I'm back.
Oh, perfect. And I was just telling them that we have a program through Social Coach, Samantha, called Video Catalyst that helps people with scripts, editing, and posting. So
Okay.
it's good for people, if they wanted to invest a little bit of money instead of doing the video editing professionally, they can use that tech service. It's in our Tech Hub. So so if you had to tell someone, I want to kind of do it where it's like you don't have an Instagram account today, but you've always been thinking about it, or Facebook. So what's your advice to that person? They're a new loan officer on your team. And I'm like, Samantha,
I would say
I saw you. I want to be you. What do I do?
I would say make one. Definitely make one. I would say also, I start off with my sphere of influence. So like a new loan officer joins the team, I'm like, start off with your sphere of influence. You've got so many friends that will support you. You've got so much family that will support you. Start off with, hey, I'm new to Instagram. I wouldn't talk too much about the products, but I am here to be a resource to help my community with the home ownership process. Please kindly share my post. And I would take the time to text all the people that are within your sphere and say, hey, I just did a post on Facebook. Can you kindly support my business and share it? And that little post can go a long way, because now you've got, let's just say, even 5 people, 10 people, 15 people sharing this. And now all of their friends are seeing this post. So I would
Awesome.
just start off with announcing that you're new to Instagram or Facebook, whatever your niche is, or whether you just became a new loan officer. And I would say, please support my business and kindly share my post. Or if that doesn't work for you, I would even be like, please kindly share my post, doing a giveaway soon or something that like excites them to where
Okay.
they would want to share this post. Mine is like, I do a lot of products that would benefit a realtor. Like I'm trying to think of how can a realtor turn a deal into a deal. And so I'll be like, hey, like some of my posts are directed to a realtor. Hey, realtors, I just wanted to let you know we have this program XYZ. If you want to collaborate on some marketing together, reach out to me. And I already have a guy, like I just did a bank statement loan yesterday, literally sitting in my dining room table. And he's like, I'm actually doing videos on Friday. Can we collab and you show up on Friday? There you go. Boom. Now all of his realtor
Awesome.
friends are seeing this video, and now all of his followers are seeing this video, and I'm in it with him.
That's so awesome. Did you know now on your phone when you do that, the thumbs up, it actually shows a thumbs up to the
Are
other
you
person?
serious?
Yeah,
That
if you
is
do like
so,
if you do
I
hearts.
knew that,
Yeah, no,
but
like
that's
it was like there was a thumb by your head. It
crazy.
was so cool. So, okay, last question. So, talk about stories and reels and posts, and there's all these words out there, right? So, are you doing a story also? And what is a story? If you could kind of like explain like your thought process of that. And then are you doing a
Okay.
story and a reel, or take us kind of through that a little bit?
I feel like if I do a reel, I always share it on my story. So I'll be like new post or whatever. But
Okay.
if it's a story, like I wouldn't do a post sitting in my car. Like I don't feel like that's formal. I want my Instagram to be formal. So like my posts that are going on my post are like more me, like maybe standing up, me with a professional videographer, or even me like this would be a story. Like I would post, hey guys, today I'm working. I wanted to let you know I came across a scenario with another client. Maybe you're in this same type of scenario, XYZ. That's a story.
Okay.
But a post or a reel or even whatever it may be is something that's more formal. Like you'll know it's formal because you've taken the time. Like me just jumping on my phone doing a quick story, that's different than me actually putting together like, okay, I'm gonna put the CD in the background, I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
green screen. That's a post.
So if I did like,
So
hey, I'm with Samantha Cavazos, the lady lender, and she is teaching us all about Instagram right now. Samantha, words of wisdom on Instagram. Anything?
oh, are you really doing that right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we talking
It
about the story?
wasn't live, but I'm just saying like
Okay.
that's how easy it
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah,
So you could
exactly.
like do a
That's a
quick thing like
story.
that. Perfect. Yeah.
That's a story.
To show people examples. And so it can be that easy, right? So you're providing value, you're meeting with a realtor, you're recording it. Hey, I just met with this amazing realtor to talk about co-branded flyers that I could provide to them. Just like you're talking about things of
Yes.
value, right? That you could
And
provide.
like you could even be like, hey, it's Taco Tuesday. If you're a realtor and you want me to quickly swing by and bring breakfast, let me know. I'm in the area. I'll drive to you. And obviously, if it makes sense, like go stop and be like the first 5 people that comment, I'll go take tacos to your brokerage. And then guess what? You're like literally in their brokerage. You're able to meet whatever realtors, get like little sticky, to put on the tacos or cards, whatever it may be, and try to talk to at least 5 people while you're there.
Such a good idea.
I have ideas for
Amazing.
days.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Anybody have any other questions? Dan Flavin, I know you've been trying to get video in your business. Any questions for Samantha? I'm calling you out, buddy. Aaron, I see people on here that have been like working with me doing video, which I love. Aaron, any
I
questions?
don't have any questions. I don't know if you've seen my videos, but they're freaking perfect. So I'm just here to.
As
no,
long as they're bringing in deals, then that's all that
Here, I'll turn my
matters.
camera on. I didn't even know my camera was off. I was
Dan,
looking-
that's a good idea. So what I'll probably, there you go. So Aaron, you are getting, this is Aaron who also, he's a regional manager of Supreme Lending. He has done a recruiting video and he's getting into video, and you weren't that much, right?
No,
But
I
did you
wasn't
just
doing
rip
shit
off the
for
Band-Aid
videos
or what?
because I'm not a big social media person. I'm kind of old
Mhm.
school. I still like to pick up the phone, even though it's like social media is the way to go nowadays. And my wife has to post things for me because I'm still not the best at posting it. But I did come down to Texas and do some videos that actually posted one today, or my wife did.
Nice.
So, I'm
Yeah,
just-
and I always tell people, like, because I have, other loan officers that will reach out to me, and I'm like,
Right.
they're like, social media is not my thing. I'm not really comfortable, and that's fine. Like, it doesn't work for everyone. Now, I do highly recommend it because it is free marketing. I mean, like, literally doing a video and just posting, and I didn't pay anything or anybody and got a deal from it is always a win.
100%.
But I do have to say, like, if that's not your thing, and let's say, like, picking up the phone and mail outs and whatever it might be your thing, just be consistent with it, And I
Well,
think
I
social media also helps with it.
Right, I agree. I think everyone should do social media. Honestly, I don't think there's any excuse for someone not to do it. If I can get in front of a camera and do it, anyone can freaking do it. It's just
And
doing
you
it.
see, like, these other people that are like blowing up on social media. There's this lady, I forgot her handle, but she's like, I think it's like the old baddie, and she's like 90 years old, and she dresses up, and I'm like, if she can do it, like, you're just making an excuse at that point.
Right, exactly.
And she's got like over 1 million followers, and I'm like, okay, like, just have fun with it. Don't overthink it.
What am I up to now, Tracy? I got 7, 8 followers.
I think you're at about that, but we're
Did I
gonna
get
get you up
double
to
digits
Samantha
yet?
status, so. Well, thanks, Samantha. Thank you so much again
Of
for taking the time out of
course.
your day. And I'm gonna and Dan, you had a great idea. Maybe I'll do another training for people like on a post, right? So I could kind of share my phone with the computer and do a Zoom and teach people, like, if you did want to do a post, what to say. Just so you guys know too, there's the Supreme Tech Tips Zoom channel. So if you search for that in Supreme Zoom world, I'll post the recording there. And then I post video scripts that I actually get approved by marketing and compliance. So you have content, so you don't have to search for it or think of what to say. And so we're here to offer you support. And Samantha is a very, very busy lady. So if you have questions about this or Instagram, please come to myself or to the marketing department, right? Follow Samantha's page. That's the best way. Isn't it, Samantha? Don't you think? It's like follow
Yeah, and I
people's
mean, I
pages.
even have, follow my Instagram. I even have like other loan officers within Supreme and outside of Supreme that will message me, and I'm totally okay with.
Cool.
I might not respond right away, but at night, typically when I'm laying down, I'll, check my messages. But I'm definitely here as a resource to help you if you have any questions or might want to jump on a quick call, whatever it might be. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, and I'm happy to share them with all of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Well, have an amazing day. I hope you meet your client and that everything.
Well, it's a
goes smoothly.
potential new LO off of Instagram.
Yes.
So,
Woo!
all
Well, thank
right.
you, Samantha, you're amazing.
This was so
All
fun.
right, you too.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank
You are
Bye.
so welcome.
Bye.